Now that the safety of all of the civilians that are in this land is in question, mainly because of a massive monster horde encroaching on them, how are our adventurers going to respond? There has been a small party that has set out to try and, well, not maybe remedy the situation, but at least cause a bit of a distraction. And I admire that. And also with the tank, Nyanta, and probably a couple other high-level characters with them. Quite a good training exercise. But if you want to find out, we're going to have to get started, so tuck yourselves in nice and tight. Make sure you got a drink. Let's go. It's always great when it starts off with an explosion. The whole you're able to voice chat with anyone if you're on your friends list is quite a helpful feature. The spreading of information is quite useful, especially in dire times. Night vision isn't one of those, like, obviously useful powers that a lot of people might just take for granted, but so, yeah, you attack so you're not distracting yourself, keeping focused on the objective. Goblin Slayer would be happy. But do you actually have a grasp on how many you're actually going to confront? And even though we've got a fight looming on the horizon, getting straight back into meetings and diplomacy. I don't actually know where my glasses are at the minute. Oh. Right in front of me would be the answer to that. And they are filthy. Wow. The kingdom that they're in at the minute, have they gotten any further with developing a mutual alliance? At least, at the very least, a trade agreement. I can see that there can be issues in the future, because if this world is anything like the reality, being on friendly terms with one nation is only going to cause problems with another. And who brought up that ridiculous notion? Yeah. Oh, if only the adventurers had done something sooner, so therefore it's purposeful. So a whole room full of old men thinking about their own personal interests. Do you have an inn on the inside, or at least a bug? Are they part of the things that we don't actually know if they're real? They were removed with the latest update. Yeah, I don't believe you're going to be able to conjure up them all working together and bringing force a sizable force that can actually counterattack. Surely he wouldn't be suggesting that. They're not saying it directly, no. But if they keep making delegations take longer, then they it doesn't matter what they decide. Quite good timing. He's learning. He's actually using his magic to help his teammates rather than just go for the flashy attacks. That little melody jingle that accompanied her ability. And they don't trust you, so it's a good way to gain items, infamy. Well, not infamy, but gold, power, a place in this world is by making a name for yourself without classes. Slacking off again. I feel like this isn't something she should be overhearing. I mean, you'd like to believe it's just them being a bit of a dick but it's somewhat understandable. Sacrifices have to be made to protect the rest of your provinces, etc. But well then. Oh, is this the first time they're actually seeing it? Well, she was about to say something. But she enjoys her alone time. Yeah, and you cut her off. And is this once lazy and I'm trying to think of a nice way of putting it, but princess going to take action herself? Useful. And luckily, so the item, I do like it how the weapons, the items, etc., still have level requirements. And so, what happens if you're level 5? Do you just not able to pick them up? Well, it's the group's decision. There is a certain sentimentality to getting like your first successful reward, which will then get rapidly overshadowed by everything else you collect. Yeah, using fluffy language. Mm-hmm. You are definitely going to play it in a way that benefits yourself, but that's because just blindly allowing everything and yeah, of course, I'll help comes with more issues. Akaba is in danger? Really? A city of adventurers. Where they aren't. It's a loose collective that have power. And they are big words. Poor table. Yeah, they were kept out of one of conference, yes. I like how it's the trade and crafting guy that is upset and angry and forceful. And just like that, they are on the back foot. We are not dogs or cats. What about those that are like demi-humans? What do they come under? And Krusty has stayed somewhat silent over this. A bit of an impasse. Is no one guarding the door? Or is she just allowed free reign? And the princess herself has some words to impart on this council. She's already having self-doubt and she's only just started. A feeling that I can mutually share there with her. While everyone is at the table, it's like, she just walked in and hasn't said anything. What's going on? Directly addressing him. That's not a question. Oh no, her authority. It's better than anything that they've come up with. So rather than forcing a band together to fight a war they really have nothing to do with, it's more the adventurers are free, so they are free to agree to help. They can decline. Take that, noble bellends. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission, something like that. The thing is that those noble guys don't actually understand what the nobles are, the adventurers are, or what they stand for. Hence, like, oh, your abilities were gift from God, so you have to fight. Ultimately, I would kind of think that there'd be quite a few who don't think about taking up the fight and turning it down. But with the music in the background here, I think is going to go alright. Otherwise, it wouldn't be such an impassioned speech. She hasn't had so much exercise in a while, so. uh, Not really a cockatrice, is it? It's better than zero, though. You just have to create such an impact that their morale shatters. When fighting overwhelming numbers and forces separate, it would be easier to fight smaller detachments. What is it that like Nyantarunan are doing? Are they running their own skirmishes that we're just not being seen? She just got in and done something, yeah. Impressive. Sometimes the greatest actions you can take are something where it goes somewhat against your normal processes. It did take someone to have a outside-ish perspective there to take action. That whimper of surprise. The thing is, if she gets this to work and kind of saves the day, having that beacon of hope as a princess will do wonders for the kingdom. Sometimes people just need something tangible to fight for rather than an idea. And how many episodes has it been now where it's talked up this big, all out assault on all the different adventurers, people of the land, cities, goblins, mer people, whatever they were. Should be close. Did that light just have an emote? And with that small group of newly formed party being all happy where things have worked out, they're starting to click, they're friends. And yet there's still that unknown about the mage that we don't quite understand. So that's, we're going to get a little storyline to follow with that soon, I'm guessing. But with the adventurers themselves, seeing themselves as free, they are not under the confines of normal hierarchical structure. They can basically do what they want. They live off the land, they take quests, they succeed, fail. I don't believe they would take too kindly to having an outside force that has not really had much contact prior to a few weeks ago, giving them orders. And this is Akihabara, one of the more jovial and responsible societies that we've seen. Granted, we were only shown 2 adventurous cities, and one of them was a hellscape, but if you're excited for the future and what it holds and its possible tragedies, let me know down below. Maybe leave a like on the video, but there is more Log Horizon to come, so don't tune out just yet. If you want to take a break though, it's up to you, but make sure to not miss out by subscribing to the channel, maybe even turning on notifications. But be ready though, because at dawn, we fight. See you there. If you want to do something slightly out of the ordinary and be the headstrong princess, saving the land under siege that is my channel, then maybe you'd consider heading over to Patreon and helping me out there. Because so far Sal, Raywin, AGSTR, Dynamite 1997, Aisharem, Shiwan, ASD, Stinsfire and everyone else has given me that courage to continue on, while they probably secretly want to just stay at home in their pyjamas, which I don't think any of us can blame them. So thank you.